Good morning and welcome to all the new subscribers. We are glad to have you. Super tickled that Bubblehead Homestead sent you over. My name's Kevin. It's my wife Angela. We've been married for longer than we care to be, 25 years. We've got 3 kids. I got punched in the gut. We're a little bit comical on occasion, but sometimes we're just grouchy and grumpy, but that's just part of it.
That's just him.
I can't help it. It's the way God made me.
Should have come with a warning label.
I needed a warning label. Just a small little background on us. We've got 3 kiddos that are all in their 20s that are married and making their own babies in their own way in life. And we're just trying to slow down and enjoy grandkids. That's all we're trying to do.
I have 3 grandbabies and 1 on the way. So we came back from Alaska so we could spend more time with them. It was getting quite expensive to travel back and forth, so we thought we'd come back. This is going to be our second homestead. If you watch our previous videos, you will see our first homestead.
That we still own.
It's
just deer camp now.
We just chose not to live off-grid. So this place will be able to have electric and water, and we're starting from the ground up again and just see what life brings us. Chickens and goats and
maybe new wives.
Maybe a new husband. But anyways, we're glad you're here and we hope you enjoy our content. Oh.
My cameraman's brain cells and IQ is down around 7, so bear with her. I got my ground wire and everything. I got it tapped in right here on my main panel. I just drilled a hole, popped it out, and I'm going to shimmy on down this post here with it. We can't drive an 8-foot ground rod in the ground here, so with the electric company's permission, we will run our ground wire lateral down here, and it's still locked up in the shed over there, but we will eventually put it on here. We're waiting to get this footer poured before they'll hook up our electricity. Long story, but that's what we got to do. We don't have much going on out here this morning, so basically water and grass seed, and I'm going to fine tune some of these ditches here, digging them out, finish this little old ground wire here, and that's about all we got going for today, because it's going to be nice and hot, and we're going to try to get out of here while it's still cool. Who hits their fingers? What was I doing, though?
We won't talk about it.
We're going to smash her in the head before the day's over, I guarantee. Well, that's about all I can do with that today.
Well, that was hard.
I know, right? When I pull this form off, and these forms are on here because we poured concrete. If you'll search back a few videos, I don't even know that we even got footage of that, but there's concrete in here on these. They're fairly sturdy, but until we get the dirt back in the hole, it is what it is. Done. Kind of laying out, talking about future plans for gardens and stuff like that, and once we get established down here, we're thinking small garden. Definitely talking about keeping it on the east side here. That way in the morning, that's typically when we weed and stuff like that, you'll always have your morning shade to work in during the summertime to weed the garden and everything of a morning, and then it's going to get your midday sun and your afternoon sun on the garden. And we don't know where it's going yet. We're just kind of rough sketching in ideas while we're watering grass seed over here, because that seems to take forever. It's a powder keg around here right now. But just kind of guessing our way through it. Contemplating probably, I know it don't look like there's much room there, but there's quite a bit of room behind the back side of the shed right here. Kind of tucked in up to that tree line.
We kind of want to stay small at first too, because there's going to be a lot to manage and a lot to...
There's a lot of other things going on, but it'll be springtime next year before we get our first garden in here, for sure.
Chickens?
Chickens, probably on this end. Probably going to start with a dozen egg layers for now. I don't know that we need a rooster, and we don't need any meat birds right now. We don't need the added work of the processing and all that comes involved with that until we get a little bit more established here and get things going and rolling good.
So we're thinking somewhere in this area, nothing too big, but
So for the chickens, probably coming off the end of the building here, I can do a roof easy and just enclose, and that gives me one wall already done and just saves me a little bit of money on the chicken coop.
and then they'll free range throughout the day, lock them up at night, so they'll have all of this.
As long as the B and Leo take care of them.
Yeah, we've got to get B and Leo down here.
We gotta get down here.
Yeah, we got to get down here first. Hopefully not much longer, and then we won't have to make our, 20-minute trip to and from every morning to come down here and work. So
A few more weeks, hopefully.
we should have our
Hopefully have this footer done first week of August anyway, at the latest. Hopefully.
yeah, that's what's got us set back right now. We're waiting on that. Once that's done, the electric will come in and do their part, and then
But I'm waiting on a childhood friend of mine on the footer, so he's a busy man. He's actually months and months out, and he's trying to squeeze me in, but it's still taking him 2 to 3 weeks to get to me, which I understand. He don't even do little small jobs like this. He does the big jobs there around town, so he's going to squeeze this little guy in for me.
so that's where we're at on the progress, and just kind of throwing ideas around. Kevin says that we don't need animals
That
that
don't serve a purpose.
don't serve a purpose, but
I don't want anything around here that I'm just feeding.
I
Kind of like
want
her.
goats.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Irie wants goats.
I can go to a petting zoo.
This is going to be her petting zoo at Lolly and Pops' house.
We got
Guys,
cattle right here.
Tell him that I need goats. 2 goats at least.
You know what goats get you, right? Never going on vacation again.
Goats are cute.
Because the more animals you acquire, the harder it is to get away, and you never get to vacation.
Yeah, that was our
And
problem
that's when
before.
you always go and do things, and I have to stay behind.
That's okay.
Yeah, I know.
He's right. We do have cows over here. Our neighbors have cows. And sometimes they come over to the fence line. We've seen them over here a couple times, but
Yeah, we are buddy right up against the cow pasture.
so that's fun. Baby girl loves cows, so that'll be fun for her. But anyways, guys, that's our progress for now. But yeah, you guys need to tell him I need goats. And what other animals do you think we should get? What serves a purpose?
Jersey cow
Jersey cow, where are you going to put that?
in your bedroom.
Is that you?